Okay, I think we are just about ready to go. How's everyone doing today? Oh, good, there's my unlock. How's everyone doing today? Gotta get my laptop and phone going. So, OBS crashed already. I love OBS so much. Don't you love OBS? I love it. So, luckily it was, like, during the the starting soon stuff. It's not like an interrupted gameplay or anything. I know, it's a great start. Speaking of starts, let's go ahead and get started on Chapter 8, Guided. Okay. So, by the way, I was going to show off... how's it going, Purple Crab? How's it going, Crimson? And by the way, Crimson, you are... I think you are indeed first, at least I think. Yeah, you are first, and you told me to hydrate. I shall do that. It's only like it's been 20 minutes. Alright. So, we are on Chapter 8X. We can only take 10 units. This is kind of the team. I don't know. Maybe I'll take someone weaker and train them up. By the way, Purple Crab. So, here's Trek's stats, right? So, his strength is 15, speed is 11, defense is 9. He's kind of like the middle ground. Let me pull up Alan. Strength of 19, speed of 14, and defense of 7, and he's capped, whereas Trek has just a couple more levels. So, no matter what, Alan is always going to be faster and stronger, but Trek is definitely more balanced. Yeah, I must have gotten a really good Alan. Like, other than, like, defenses, you know what? I can pull up, his gross. I don't remember if I looked them up or not. I don't remember if I looked up his gross, but we can look it up. Here. I really just want to look up, where is Bunny Boy? I really just want to look up his strength and see how much of how lucky I got. Okay, there's Alan. Okay. Oh, I think I got super lucky on his strength. So, he was level 1 when he started, so he had 19 levels. And he had a strength of 7 to start with. His strength growth was 45%, so if I do this right, it's 19 times 45%. He should have gotten 8 to 9 level ups on average. The average is 8.55. So, 7 plus 8, that would have been 15. We got lucky. I think we got about an extra 3 or 4 strength. I think we got an extra 3 to 4 strength on his, on level ups. 1 less HP, 4 more strength, and 3 less defense. Okay, so we basically traded the defense for pure strength. Honestly, I almost wish he got that. I almost wish he was a little bit more balanced, but hey, like, he's super strong. And we could just give him a... we could just give him, like, a defensive item to boost it up to at least, 9 to help out a little bit. Anyway, let's see. I'm thinking... I don't need to take Chad with me, but I'm thinking, do I want to take someone else with me and train him up? Do I swap Lou out with Lilina and try to give her some kills? Same thing with Wendy, with Boars? I feel like this is supposed to be a training chapter. Hell, I could do the same thing with OJ. Swap those three out with Deke, Lou, and Boars and train them up a little bit. Also, I don't have a healer with me. Okay, I probably don't need Lot on the team for this one. Actually, I don't think I need Fanny on the team. I feel like this is a good training chapter, but yeah, yes, the boss is a brutal character. That's a good point. Let me look at the boss. Henning. We're gonna have to try to utilize, probably attacking him from range. Most likely. It's either that I have to deal with the hand axe, but... I mean, the hand axe would be weaker. Let me look around. I can feed a few kills, though. I need consistency. Yeah, I probably do. Let's see. I think we're keeping Lou. If I'm gonna train Lilina, it's gonna be a different chapter. I think I'm going to... I'm gonna keep Boars and Lou. I think I'm gonna swap Deke out with OJ. And maybe we could train him up a little bit. I want to keep Lance and Trek on the team, because I want to train up Trek a little bit more. Boars and Lou will probably be the most useful. That way I'm not training too many people. Oh. How good is Dorothy? But it's on a 90 hit on average. Hand axe. Once he's equipped the hand axe, I don't think he takes it off. That is true. I could bait him on the hand axe and then just hit him with sword units. Hand axes are not that great. How good is Dorothy? Wolt kind of sucks, though. Like, Wolt really sucks. Like, Dorothy is already, like, doing better. Like, she didn't get a level. She started at level 3, and she already has the same strength. The same skill. One more point in speed. Same luck. Okay, one less point in defense, but more res. Like, Dorothy sounds better. Not great. Best use cases in Chapter 7 of the Wyverns. Okay, so... not worth bringing them in. Like, archers really suck in the GBA stuff. You know what? I'll bench Sue for this chapter. I'll bring in Lilina. Really wish I had an extra fire tome. There. Maybe we'll train... Well, maybe we'll try to feed some EXP to Lilina. I'm thinking we'll try using these two. Oh, and you should trade with Deke. Get the iron sword over here. You can keep the... Actually, we can put that in storage. I don't think we'll need it. Although we don't accidentally use it. And you know what? Someone I think should carry the light brand. For now. Not really, if you can make her a record for I like her. I don't really care for Dorothy. I just felt like if I'm gonna take the time to train another unit, now was the time. But I think we don't want to train up too many units, so... honestly, this is probably going to work. Alright. Oops. Oh! Let me show you my Clarine. Hey, Taylor, how's it going? Purple Crab, let me show you Clarine. Where is she? Look at it. Her magic sucks so much. She only got one boost in magic the entire time. I mean, the rest of her is fine, but she has no magic to work with. She's not a good healer, and that's all she's gonna be used for. Like, everything else is kind of useless. That's why I'm bringing Saul in as an extra healer, because I may use him instead. Anyway. Let me go ahead, and we'll start Chapter 8X. It is rough. The boss and army has invaded the cave. What? How many of them are there? Don't know, boss. I hope there aren't too many of them. Well, I see in more quests should be having bigger problems than dealing with bandits. Well, what do we do? We probably don't know much about this cave anyway. Just lure them into stepping on the floor tiles where hot lava squirts up and gets rid of them. Roy, the divine weapon is located on the other side of the lava pit. Are you alright? Have you calmed down? Well, maybe I'm not fully alright, but now isn't the time to be sad. I need to protect Ostia, like my father before me. Okay, because you're with me, Roy. What was that? No? Okay. I'll tell you what I know about this divine weapon. The one here is the sword that was used by Roland of the 8 heroes. That Roland... Is that the king? Is that King Roland, the first king of Ostia? Right. He's our ancestor. This sword is called the Blazing Sword, or the Durandal. The Durandal. The name has a strange echo to it. Roland used the Durandal to fight the dragons during the scoring. That's how the legend goes. They also say that after the war ended, Roland returned to his hometown of Ostia. He raised the Durandal high above his head, and the land that had become barren after the war suddenly became lush with vegetation and life again. Well, it's a weapon that can defeat dragons, must have special powers. What about a group of bandits that made its base here? Is it gonna be alright? Is what gonna be alright? There's a chance they might have taken Durandal. Don't worry. Only those who are Roland's successors know how to remove Durandal from its sheath. Okay, then everything's fine. Let's get rid of the bandits. She is a healer on a horse. We could give her Canto, which is stupid good for utility. But yeah, she's basically working with raw healing powers for staff. Yeah, exactly. Clarine has a very bad trade-off right now because she got screwed with RNG. Is there another Troubadour that I recruit in the game? Because I straight up just do not remember. Let's go Iron Sword. I want Lilina close by. Maybe we can feed her some kills. And I'll probably do this. Also, it really sucks that hard mode doesn't let you buy weapons, like, in between chapters. You have to make sure you're prepped beforehand. You know what? We'll keep Ruker and Lance over here. We'll do something like this. Make Saul a little bit closer. Heavy asterisk. But yeah, how's it going, Taylor? How's RE9 go? Oh yeah, you benched RE9. You said you were considering RE5. By the way, did you ever finish Mass Effect 3? I think you said you started it. Canto, who is a pre-promoted Valkyrie, you get to protect in Chapter 14. Right. Sister who is a perfect robot. Okay, yeah, so we don't... Clarine is our only Troubadour. That sucks. You have yet to finish Mass Effect 3. You got horribly distracted by RE9. I don't blame you. You were really excited for Mass Effect 3. Ah! Or you got distracted by RE9. Or whatever. Ooh, let's... just HP. Come on, Trek. Come on, man. Let's go ahead and get... Oh, I forgot to give you a iron. Oops. How much time did you put into Mass Effect before you quit? Lilina, can you not kill? Okay, hold on. I can make this work. Good. 12 hours, so about halfway into it. It sucks to interrupt the game when you were that close. Or halfway through. It kind of sucks. Now we do that. Now I go ahead and give Lilina the kill. I feel like I've trained Lilina on my first playthrough, and I don't remember using her nearly as much as I did with Blue. Because I think, if I remember correctly, Lilina was just slower. She could not double, or shit, when I used her before. You can't kill. Ruker. Yeah, we'll get Ruker. 7% crit. Taken out by the word go! You here. I'll go ahead and get Brewers. Bye. And I think we're good. I love that they go after Ruker instead of Trek. It's not like... I mean, they both need training. Oh my god, really? And this is why we don't use Lilina. Okay, good, that worked. Restart chapter. Isn't that fantastic? Let's try that again. Sounds like I'm gonna have to rescue her. And again, this is all just to potentially train her up. I don't even know if I will fully train her up. That. Lizard. How's it going, Orphan? What's going on?
No. Orphan 231841 is first.
Oh, we got conflict. Common Lilina Al, yeah, I know, right? We'll see if I keep using her. You love Lilina and used her in your own playthrough, though you got really lucky in her speed. But she got enough just to barely double. Her speed is not great. Yeah. If Lilina's not gonna do that well, then I think I'll go ahead and bench her. But for now, we'll keep her in. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and be trained in the ways of the sword. It's what's going on. Ah, just screaming. I see. It's one of those days. But yeah, I may have to rescue Lilina. Luckily, she's light enough. Roy can carry her. But yeah, Orphan, we are currently on the 9th chapter of the game, and when I say 9th chapter, I mean chapter 8X, an extra chapter, which is very easy to get to. So finally past the arena grind. But yeah, how's it going, Von Rudy? I spent like a week arena grinding in chapter 7. Found yourself a manga you actually want to collect. For the most part, it's short because it's a part of its story. What's the manga? Well, if I can't double, maybe I will Steel Lance it. The Twilight Princess manga. Oh, okay. You know, I do have the Zelda manga, except for Twilight Princess. That's one I've been wanting to consider getting. Of course, can we... Nah, we kill anyway. Yeah, so I had all of the manga. Well, I still have the manga. And I was collecting them more or less when they were coming out. But then I get the final one, which I believe was... Is that Minish Cap? Or no, it's Phantom Hourglass. I get Phantom Hourglass, I'm like, oh, okay. Can't wait for whenever they do the next one, and then they just never did another one. For whatever reason. It took them years to do Twilight Princess. Which I am very interested in looking into the Twilight Princess manga, due to it being like 11 volumes. 75% magic growth, 35% speed growth, 20% skill, although that's going to be a factor. Alright, read some video, you can say it's really good. Nice! Because I do personally have some issues with the Zelda manga. But my issues with the Zelda manga was more due to, like, it just felt like they were told to get the story in one volume. With the exception of Ocarina of Time and Four Swords. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get Blue to weaken. Then I'll have Shrek over. Yeah, the Zelda manga for me was just like, oh, you know, Majora's Mask is a single volume manga. Oracle of Ages and Seasons are single volume mangas. You know, like Minish Cap and Link to the Past. It just, the story just constantly felt rushed, and it could have been paced out a little bit more. You probably could have doubled each of their volume lengths, and it would have been good. Ooh, that's a better level up. Strength, luck, and defense. Or rest, not defense. Do that. And we'll just keep you here. I did not see the halberd, but it's a good thing your accuracy is shit anyway. But yeah, the fact that Twilight Princess is 11 volumes, that's a good sign to me. That's a good sign that they actually took the time to properly give it an adaptation. I almost don't want to pick it up right now because, like, I've already started so many other manga for collecting that I kind of want to give them more of a priority. Blue, what about you? You can't kill. No matter what you do, you can't kill. You can deal major damage, but not enough to kill. So let's go back to this. Starting this one during your lull and you're collecting. Right. Like, there hasn't been a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something yet. You got all the current ones or something. Weren't you also collecting, what's his, what was it, Ujimbo or something? Yojimbo? Purple Crap, do you collect any sort of manga, comics, or just books? I don't know. What do you collect? Kill. I'm gonna go ahead and feed some experience. Who was it collecting? Yojimbo, you were just reading it online. Okay. I remember you were reading it. I thought you were collecting. I collected down the road sometime. How many volumes of Yojimbo would there be to collect? You have all the Zelda manga, not the Twilight Princess ones, though. In a similar boat, I see. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We go ahead and Steel Sword. It's been around for years by this point. There's a lot of volumes. Yeah, it would be another... That would be a huge task to collect for, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm still working on, like, a bunch of different series. I kind of don't want to start too many, but, you know, I kind of already did. Like, okay, let me see. Actually, I think I have more volumes started, but not... More series started, but not finished, versus the ones I actually have complete. Isn't that annoying? You know what? I'm gonna... do that. Like, I need to get the Twilight Princess manga, and I do know that they have, like, a all-in-one type of thing for that. So that might be cheaper to get in the long run. Can Roy rescue? Or take... No, you can't. Okay. Probably go ahead and do this. And Lance can start running this way. We'll keep Saul here. Because it's relatively short line, all paperbacks, so it's not quite as expensive as it could be. Right. And I'm thinking if I'm getting Twilight Princess, I'm probably gonna go for just buying it all at once, possibly. That might be cheaper in the long run. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I can't feed the kill. I would have to weaken even further. I don't know if that's possible. Can I javelin? No, I would get the kill. Let's see. There's a box. Yeah, I think getting that will be ultimately cheaper. Let me look at the manga that I have started. So, I think I need to finish the Kingdom Hearts 2 manga. I only got 3 volumes of that. Let alone, there's probably some other ones like Birth by Sleep that I never even started. I technically started Assassination Classroom and Demon Slayer, but I got those 3 Demon Slayer volumes at a yard sale last year, so that was just kind of unexpected. I got 1 volume of Pokemon Adventures. I gotta continue One Punch Man. I have 19 volumes. I don't know where they're at right now. One Piece, obviously, but I have 90 volumes, and I'm just waiting for the next box set for that one, at the very least. I need to mend, I think. JoJo, I'm still working on part 4. Have 2 volumes of that. What else? That's about all I can think of. I'm thinking 4 should run up and get the kill. So close scores. So close. You are already using a hand axe. attacks. If anything, Roy should go in and just get rid of him now. Before he causes problems. Roy will be fine. Luna can get close. We could do that. Maybe we could get him healed soon. Yeah, at least with One Piece for me, I'm just waiting for box sets. I at least have the 4, but who knows when they're going to do the 5th one. They'll probably wait to do the 5th one until maybe after Elbath is done. Because that's the arc they're currently on. Because I'm thinking if they were going to do a box set for basically Wano and Egghead, they would have done it already. At least that's what I'm thinking. You did not go after Boars when you had the chance. Interesting. I don't have an archer with me, so... If I move up, what is your range? Ooh, okay. I think I see what they want me to deal with. Let's see. Do something like this. Damn it. Okay. What's your movement? 5? I can put you here. Blowing up close. I believe there's a box set that has all the other Zelda manga as well. Like everything other than Twilight Princess. I remember technically there's a Skyward Sword one. It's like at the very back of the Hyrule Historia, but it's not really anything. I remember that being kind of an advertisement as well. Be like, oh, if you buy the Hyrule Historia, you also get a little bit of Skyward Sword, and it's not really much of anything. It's not worth even mentioning it at all. How much magic do you have? 4? 4 magic, I think I have to mend. Yes, if I want full health. Which I do have the Hyrule Historia. Actually, I do have... I think I have all the Zelda ones. Hyrule Historia, the art one, the Encyclopedia, and I have the Breath of the Wild one. Unless there's the Tears of the Kingdom one. I don't have that one. Lock, can we hand axe? Possibly. There, we got rid of him. Level up! HP and strength. I'll take it. Now let's hope they're all in range. Okay, roll. No, we'll put doors here. Yeah, something like that. Get you close. Probably set you over here. If I had Fanny in the team right now, I could have had her fly off over here, because I think she could fly over these. Oh yeah, Rutger needs you. Duh. Oh, Fist of the North Star is also one that I have a single volume of that I could also continue to get. I've mentioned, though, Fist of the North Star, I feel like I may give a volume or 2 more, and then we'll see if I even want to continue it. That one, I am not sure. Damn it! That's not what I wanted. Okay, fine. Maybe I can give the kill to you. Fine. I wanted to have Lilina fight. Love it. archer, which... Can you get the... You can't even double this guy. No, that's not a good idea. Can you... You'll just get the kill. Honestly, Trek does okay. I can go ahead and have Trek get rid of this guy. OJ, can we... We'll do this. Of course he gets hit on a 31. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Lot, you get here and just stand there menacingly. Can't take OJ. Nope. So let's go ahead and just heal Rutger. The 33 is close enough. Rutger's already good on stats. We'll just heal. Yeah, eventually I want Trek to swap to a steel sword, so that's why we're training it. Lot's gonna need healing too. You know, you'd think the fire pillars would be consistent on, oh, you're standing on the square, you're guaranteed to get hurt. No, it's still random. Hey, got a level. Level up. Magic, skill, and luck. So your magic is 8. You know, it's funny. Lou is level 16. He started at level 1, I believe. And he's only has 2 more points in magic than a level 2 Lilina. We'll see how good she is by the end of all this. Just a bit of HP, come on, whores. Iron sword. I think we can fully heal you. Makes sense. Lilina is the tactical nuke of magic damage, while Lou is more balanced. Right. It's just hard to say. It's just funny how Lou has that many levels in comparison to Lilina, and yet he now only has 2 more points in magic. We'll just see how all the other stats line up. I hope to kind of feed these to OJ, I think. Yeah, I think I remember Lilina not being as useful because she couldn't double. And I think I used Lou a lot more. I would have to look back at my previous playthrough. Move you up. And maybe I can go ahead and just set you here. So we can draw aggro. No, you need a bend. Let's bring you. By the way, Purple Crab, I do play a lot of games using retro achievements. Do you know what retro achievements is? Although I'm not playing this game through retro achievements. I figure for a challenge run, let's just go with the basic. Just play the game. Okay. Drew aggro. Iron sword, not enough. Steel sword, I can deal damage. Can we weaken? That's a kill. Can we weaken? That's a kill. Blue? We can weaken. Alright. Okay. We'll have Lou weaken. Luina at level 20 will have 19 magic, 8 speed, 10 skill, while Lou has 11 magic, 15 speed, and 14 skill. So it sounds like my Lou might not be doing good on the magic, because you're saying his average will be 11. I mean, we'll see. He has, like, 4 levels left. 17, 18. Yeah, he has 4 levels left, so who knows? Real nice outside? Ooh, that's good. Popcorn dog. My side now. We got rain. I got rain over here. Come on, Luina. Yeah, Popcorn dog. I brought Lilina and OJ to this chapter because this is a good training chapter, and we'll try to feed some experience. Suffer as I have. No, it's raining, which, let's be honest, that's just normal for my area, so I shouldn't expect anything different. Another mend? No, another heal. But yeah, it sounds like Lou might be RNG screwed on the magic. That's kind of annoying. You said 15 speed, 14 skill? He's about right on speed. And skill, he's a little under for now. I mean, it's still too early to say, but yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Man, I really wish I could have the loadout to show me all the ranges. When does the first secret shop happen? That's a good question. I actually don't know. Purple Crab, what's the first secret shop? Something like this. Lance can go up here. Besides, I'm pretty sure the first secret shop is just, well, we don't even have the, what was it, the gold card or the silver card? It was one of them. We don't even have that. Okay. I could just straight up give you the kill. Yeah. Yeah, we need to get the silver card first. Or the guild card. One of them. It's either the gold or the silver. We need one of them. That's just when you use her on your playthroughs because you'll love a lot of tactical nuke units. Delthea from Shadows of Valentia is another example. She's a really good unit to give the first set of speed boots to. Yeah, true. I don't know who to give my stat boosters to right now. It's a little too early to say. Right now I'm just hoarding. Chapter 16. It's also when you get access to... Get the access card on Lou. I should max out Roy. I mean... The problem is, Hot Corn Dog, he'll be force promoted. So after a certain point, I can't use him. I would just be training him up just to not use him. And by training him up, I mean using my resources on him just to not use him. You go here. Yeah, but he won't hold back if I do. That is true. I don't know. If anything, I want to feed Alan a couple defensive ones. Strength and speed, good. Sneer useless to me because it only has promotion items. Oh, they get that EXP. Damn it. Except Seraph Robes. Yeah, if it's all promotion items, it's not going to help me. But we can increase our max HP. We'll go ahead and set ores up here. 15. Purple Crab, how good is Windy in comparison to Boars? Is one better than the other, or is there, like, just differences? Max HP, everyone. That'd be a huge waste of money. Also, isn't the cap, like, 80? Isn't the cap, like, 80 HP? Also, I find it funny that Rooker has more HP than Lance. There's two secret shops, one being 16 and the other being 21. Awful. Yes, it's Boars. Boars is the better unit? Okay. I was thinking of training up Windy, potentially, but I don't really know which one would be better. I mean, maybe I'll still train her up, maybe, as a backup, but you're probably right. It's probably Boars. Oh. Well, if I'm gonna only hit once anyway... Never mind. Oh no, 1 damage. She's just really bad. Oh. Well, bad units to use Sophia in your playthrough, but Windy is one of the worst units in the whole franchise. Oh, you know what? Now that you say that, I think I remember hearing, you know, people say that now. Like, that's now sounding familiar. Let's get Shrek over here so that way we can help out, potentially. What about the other Armor Knight that I recruited last chapter? I forget his name. The one that also came with Windy. Is he any good? Really not? What can you do? Not enough. Iron Lance? Let's try it. Okay, good. You know, I just thought of something. If this game ever got a remake, One, you know for a fact that they'll actually reference Lynn, which I'm okay with. Probably change some dialogue just to make that work. Just HP magic, okay. Two, you know they're gonna add some... There's a good chance they'll add a self-insert avatar character. And three, there's gonna be extra content, whether it's DLC or not, where it's going to be, like the past. You go to the past or something and you take part in helping out with the scoring against the dragons. You know that would be the case. You know they would do that. Oh, hey, Backcap, how's it going? Someone said bad and summoned you? Someone summoned you? I mean, OBS did crash, so you weren't here fast enough. But luckily it happened during, like, the starting soon. Barth, well, he's okay, I suppose. Not as much as Boris, but to be honest, we're being harsh. None of the armor units are great. He's just a good second place. Okay. I know none of them are really great, but to be honest, we may need an armor unit on the team just for this alone. You know, and just having an extra one ready to go might be a decent idea, but yeah, armor knights are typically not that useful. I typically don't like well, it's not that I don't like using armor knights, it's more of like they just get benched so easily. Can get you right here. After summer break ends, so I'm not going to be here as often. Good luck with college. Have you thought about what field you're going to try going into, Batcap? Forward movement is a killer for any viability. Yeah, that's the main factor. He just can't catch up. It's why when I played Sacred Stones with my Iron Weapons only run, I gave the Swift Soul, or the Speed Boots, to Amelia, who was my general. My mindset was that, for that, I needed to pick job classes that emphasize a higher stat cap in certain fields. Basically, attack, mainly. And out of all the job classes that Amelia was able to go in, General just had a higher strength cap. And I had to try to bet on that. Digital designer? Good luck, Batcap. Remember, Batcap, you can just keep working on designing things on your own time, too. In fact, I think that's more valuable. Just constantly trying to improve on your own. What can we do? Shrek, what if we were to... Lance with you, Javelin. We can get a kill. Never mind. Do that. No, we could just go ahead and make stuff. Made the comic strip, which will call you in graphically in Discord. I did see that. Again, Backcap, I would just say constantly find ways to improve. Just a little bit of speed. I think I should get you out of range. kind of interesting how these guys just decide they don't want to move. Trek? We could get a kill. But I can't really rescue. Lance. Let's go for it again. I'm gonna have Trek rescue again. It just wasn't good. Okay, now I can have you go here. Oh, with the iron. Be ready to go. I didn't really have a good way to take out the mage. And Backcap, there's plenty of, like, YouTube tutorials and stuff for you to look into to learn how to draw better or get digital design. Like, there's plenty of resources for you to look into. Let's go ahead and do this. Go here. Get to that. Do I want to feed the kill to you? Feed it to Lilina, I guess. Level up. Just magic. Okay, so she is level 4, and she has the same magic as Lou, but she's not getting much of anything else right now. I mean, really it's too soon to say for sure. But it's not a good sign. I can maybe aggro this guy if I get boars going. Actually, you know what? We're gonna use Trek. Yeah, this is a decent training chapter. I think it's a good thing that I brought in 2 rookies. Train up. Need to make family 2 when they run. Do what you need to do. Yes, that's low enough for you. She's a full-on tactical nuke of magic damage and nothing else. And that's probably why we probably won't end up using her. But we shall try. I can get Trek right here. I'm still gonna have him use the Iron Sword. I want him to get a D rank. I want him to get a D rank. There. Probably do something like that. Don't step on fire. It's a slow process. If I had Fanny on the team, I could have been flying around. But, man. Fanny's already level 19. And honestly, she needs the strength. Okay. This guy's not being aggroed. For some reason. Let's get back here. Let's try this. I love it. No one's aggroing. Alright, can we aggro anyone? Okay, no one's being aggroed. Although this guy might be aggroed. He has an armor slayer. If I go in... Oh, you have a killing edge. That's not a good sign. How can I play this safely? Killing edge and armor slayer over here. I do not like that you have a killing edge. Like, look at that. 23% chance to crit. I gotta be careful. Must have been the wind, maybe. So... I think I need to get Lance over here. Because I think I might need to do rescue drops. Building up back here. May need Ruger. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to do some rescue drops. Crab, if you want different Pokemon Avatar or even Fire Emblem Avatar type of extension. Yeah, that is true. If you're still listening, Purple Crab, you can change your avatar by doing Command Extension. That's the only way to do it on the YouTube side. Okay, you cannot double. I mean, I doubt you could. Definitely do that. 17 damage. 19 damage. Yeah, okay. Steel Lance. And Lance is very tanky. So, rescue. Bring you over here. We take, release, let go. Bring you here. He's going to Vulnerary. No, he's not. He will not Vulnerary. So... Can I get... Oh, okay. Can I get Lou to do this? Really? I want Lou. Fine. Trek. You get in. Can, but then I can't back away. Can't really do the same thing again. 13, yeah, let's just use that answer. I think his attack went down, or went up when I used the other weapon. Interesting. There we go. Okay. One unit out of the way. Now we gotta deal with range fighters. I may be able to aggro this guy. I don't know how I want to handle this. These guys don't seem to aggro, but if I get if I get too close, they might start attacking. Maybe I need to rush in. Maybe this is a scenario where go and fall for it? I may be wasting a few turns just by being a little bit cautious, but... Trek, if you go here, you can get the kill. Probably even with the sword. Lance, if you go here... Well, if we go all the way over here, we can steal Lance and we can't kill. Okay, if we go... Take a risk. We can't kill. We can't. Okay. Check this. Yeah, that's not much EXP to work with, although you're level 19. There we go. That'll work out fine. We got rid of one enemy, that works out. Okay. If I send Trek all the way over here, he cannot kill. He cannot kill. If I send Trek here, he can't kill either. 3, that's close. Maybe I need to get Ruker. Yeah, let's get Ruker going. And then we can rescue drop him. I think in this case, I just need a guaranteed kill, basically. I need something more concrete. Alright. Then we can have Trek this. Do that. Kinda good. I can't have Boars in range. I'll put Trek in range. Oh, too far. Alright. If I send Trek in... Again, I can't kill. He can't kill me, though. Actually, you know what? First, I want to see if he aggroes. I want to see if he aggroes. Yep. I had a feeling one unit in there was gonna be able to be aggroed. Can I give Lilina the kill? Yes. Never mind. What about you? Let's go for it. Really? Also, that freaking 1% chance to crit. Okay, I guess it's going to Ruker. Rooker. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get them in a safe spot. There we go. Very few enemies left. We got another mage to deal with. That's always fun. I find mages to be really deadly. Not many units have good resistance. I guess that's what Nanny would have been for, but I can't have Fanny rush in. Okay, I just kind of have to hope we can aggro. I think I'll just have Trek stand here. Lance. Yeah, you're gonna have to get healed later. Of course you're not aggroed. Why would you be? Why would you be aggroed? And I just know if I get close... Well, if I go here, what are we looking at? You can do a lot of damage to me. Okay, I can't double him. That's a problem. I know Lou's not really going to help. I think we need to send in, like, Rooker again. Someone to guarantee a double. I think that's what we need. And then rescue drop him. Something like this. Sure. Yeah, he's not moving. This just means we need to send Rooker in. Good, he doubles and he kills. Don't have to worry about a crit. Level up. HP and strength. Good, at least he got some strength. Rooker, you're doing pretty good, actually. And I want him out of reach. There we go. Rooker's done good. Yeah, this chapter ain't that bad. May use Luna, we'll see. Are these guys? Wait, these guys are not going to move him either? Oh no, I'm not in range. That makes sense. Wait, can you use Lightbrand? You can't. Again, I took it with me as a just in case. Okay, I can guarantee the kill. Yes, I get it. Fire pillars are activating. weaken with Lilina. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll feed her some EXP. You can go ahead and just get the kill. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, this was a decent training map. Level up. Level 5, you got skill and luck. Got big. Oh, he went with Felicia, which I didn't realize they were that tall. Actually, I think the Fire Emblem characters are kind of inconsistent in their size, but I don't know if there's anything I can do to change it. Y'all just tiny fair. By the way, Purple Crab, I'm kind of in the process of making my own stream avatars to use. I got a little bit left to work on, but eventually all of those are going to be replaced. Yeah, I'm going to be replacing all of them. Other than maybe Wailord. But make Wailord only for the little avatar swapping emote. Not emote, redeem. Just for funsies. Yeah, Caesar is only 5. Caesar being only 5'11" is not that tall. Granted, I think Charizard isn't Charizard like 4'9" or something? Like Charizard's pretty small. Sometimes you'd be surprised on how tall some Pokemon are. So we got a scenario where I could just be using Lou to attack him from range, but that accuracy sucks on my end. Alright. If I have Rutger go in, yeah, I can't deal that much damage. There's no way anyone else can do much. Trek with the Lance. Yeah, look at that damage. It's not that great. I think we need to bait him into using his hand axe. That sounds like a decent plan. Get him to use the weaker weapon. What are you guys doing in a place like this? Oh well, but since you're already here, I can't let you guys go, can I? Man, he even has a 3% chance to crit. Why are the Fates ones so large? Yeah, I don't know. That's just the ones that I found on the Steam Workshop. That's just how they are. So he has a weaker attack now. He deal 12 damage. Go with the Killing Edge. Get a higher crit chance. My accuracy is better, but now I have to get hit. I think we kind of just need to have Rutger deal with this. Yeah, the alternative is to have Lance go in and just do chip damage. I think Rutger just needs to go in and be the one to do this. Okay. So that wasn't that great. I'm kind of hoping for the crit chance. And I can go ahead and just have Saul walk in, heal, and then we can rescue Saul. You get bigger Pokemon though? Oh yeah, just pick Waylord. In some of those cases, they're flying or hovering, so that's why they're taller. I wanted to heal because if he gets that... Oh, he's going for Steel Blade. Well, it's a good thing I got the crit. It's a good thing I did get that crit. Alright. Let's see if we can... Lilina, can you get the kill? Come on, 44% accurate? Yeah! I knew this would happen. Level up! You get HP, magic, and luck! You're stronger than a level 16 Lou! And we're done with this chapter. We got the Durandal. But history has it that Roland was a small man. It's the person's skill in the sword that determines whether or not he can use it. You're saying it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. Okay, thanks, Lilina. We got Durandal. Too bad we can never use it. Look at this. You need an S rank in sword, which we'll never be able to get. We'll never be able to use it. Burns Dragon Knights have appeared at Castle Ostia. They're here already? You know, Chapter 8X really did feel like a bunch of filler, didn't it? Since we had to run back to Ostia just to deal with this. Are you really? I must thank you for getting rid of that idiot Legans for me. Now, you will leave Ostia to me. Don't be ridiculous. Who would give Ostia to the likes of you? Oh? Then do you wish to fight us with that sad little group of yours? I shall annihilate you, as I did with Hector. Damn. That's enough. General Narshin, a legion has arrived from Etruria. I can see that, you fool. Why? I am Percival, Knight General of Etruria. Yesterday, Sorcery General Cecilia informed me that Ostia had requested Etruria's protection. What? You seem discontent. We are prepared for battle. But can those Dragon Knights of yours stand a chance against all of us? I'm Cecilia, Sorcery General of Etruria. Ostia is now under our protection. You? General Narshin, please control your temper. Percival is one of the strongest warriors in Etruria. And with General Cecilia here as well, we'd be slaughtered. I know. We're leaving. Cecilia, is it? Watch your back from now on. In charge of the Alliance Army. Let's see, Lycia has time of hardship. Arcane also sends his words of regret to Lord Hector's death. If Etruria hasn't helped us, Ostia will be under Burn's control. Simply following the King's orders, you should thank Cecilia, who went against Rain. She disobeyed King's orders. Okay. Let's be off. 2 of the 3 Etruria generals should be leaving the country for so long. Cecilia, can you take care of the rest? Thank you, Percival. You can leave the rest to me. General Percival. Now he's someone. Nervous, were you? General Cecilia, it's good to see you again. How are you doing, Roy? But, thanks to Etruria, we were able to avoid disaster. Glad we made it here in time. It's going to be beneficial for Etruria and for Ostia to go under our protection. Official? Byrne has been acting aggressively these days, as you know. We also want to do something about it. But since we haven't been directly invaded, we have no reason to go to war with them. But if Byrne gets any stronger, the balance of power will be shattered. So when Ostia asked for protection, you saw it as a good reason to declare war on Byrne. We did what was best for us. You don't need to feel like you're in our debt. Come in and meet the rest of our army. He's gotten so bold in a short time that I haven't seen him. Well, he is a boy. And we are on Chapter 9. Cecilia would beat Norshin's ass with the air caliber. That's a good point. That's a really good point. She has the advantage. After dropping off General Narshin from Austin, Roy and company braced themselves for further attacks from Byrne. However, Byrne's belligerent movement towards Lycia suddenly stopped altogether, as if to mock Roy and his caution. Byrne was also maintaining a neutral position regarding the truce offer from Etruria. Byrne's sudden silence and lack of activity could be only described as eerie. With Hector gone, Eliwood was now the only lasting power in Lycia. Eliwood summoned the various Marquesses to Flareay to discuss their future actions. It was decided that Eliwood was to become the next leader of the Lycia Alliance, and that a new Lycia Alliance army would be established. This new army's purpose was not to take offense against Byrne, or offense against Byrne, but rather take a defensive stance for Lycia. For his victory against Byrne in Ostia, Roy was chosen to be the leader of the new Lycia Alliance army. Slowly but surely, the people of Lycia were starting to brighten up. Business was improving, and people's attitudes started to get more optimistic. Around that time, Etruria called for Lycia's assistance in ridding the Western Isles of the outlaws and bandits making their base there. Thanks. Lycia's citizens expressed their discontent by saying that they saw no reason in sending troops all the way to the Western Isles, but because Lycia needed Etruria's protection against Byrne, they had no choice but to oblige. Thus, Roy and the Lycia Alliance army passed through Etruria and made their way towards the Western Isles. The Western Isles are the various islands off the western coast of Elebe. Currently, there are colonies of Etruria. The Western Isles are rich in minerals and natural resources, so mining is a major industry. However, these minerals are worth a fortune. So various rogue groups have traveled there hoping to loot the mines and sell the minerals for themselves. Thus, the people living in the Western Isles spend their days in constant fear of bandit attacks. And Roy had been sent to defeat these bandits. Very simple. There we go. Did I miss anything? Not much. Okay. Let's see. How many do I get to take 13 with me. Probably bench these two again. What do we got? Oh, Fog of War. Okay, I do have the Torch Staff, so I can utilize that. Oh, isn't this one of the cases where we have to choose who to recruit? Oh, we can recruit Fur here? Got it. Okay. Let me go ahead and take a look at Misty Isles. Fur is an enemy, and we need to take... We can recruit Sin here as well. Which, due to not having Zadlon, we need to actually use Sin, not Shin. Okay, let's bench Trek. Let's grab Noah. We have Sue. we need another healer. We may be taking Chad. Clarine. Let's give all your stuff to Ellen. There we go, that works. Okay, so we can recruit Fur, which could be a better Rootger, but it's not. It would be nice to have a backup. There are 2 villages in the northeast of the map. We can receive a killer bow, or we can get a restore staff. But there's chapter 10A and 10B. I don't remember which one I went to. I think I went to 10A. Yeah, I think I went to 10A. That sounds familiar. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 10B. Just try to do one I haven't done yet. Oh. Let me go ahead and... Oh, if I'm going to have Lou in the team, let's get my Fire Tome back. Next, Saul. Grab the torch staff. Okay. Fog of War. And there's some shops here. We can utilize those. We can get a killer bow or a restore staff. It's more to go to 10B than to get the killer bow or the restore staff. If we take Chad with us, we could get a little bit extra vision. But when it comes to stealing, there's antitoxins. I don't need to take Chad. Not for any of those. Not for anything to steal anyway. After, okay. Split between A path or B path. I'm gonna go B path. I think it's this one. I think I did the first. I think I did 10A last time. I can take one more person with me. I don't know if I need Merlinus. I'm not gonna be sealing a lot, or at all. Let's take OJ. We may be able to utilize him and give him some more kills. I don't know. It's just someone. Save early, save often. By the way, Purple Crab, do you know when the next arena is? We need Noah up front. Bring Fanny over here. And my healers in the back. Something like that would work. Fog of War is always fun to mess around with now, isn't it? I mean that sarcastically. Chapter 9. The Misty Isles. Those guys from Lycia, they're here. Sure. Yep, we just saw them arrive on the small island to the east. Just as that other group said. Alright, they're probably floundering around in the fog, unable to see anything. Just sneak up on them from behind and kill them off. Sure thing, boss. Well, I'm sorry that I couldn't be of help. Please don't worry, this isn't your responsibility, Lady Cecilia. But even within Etruria, there are a lot of people voicing their discontent of how the adversary is treating Lycia like servants. Visor, I thought the king had made the decision to send Lycia to clear out the bandits. No, Advisor Rorts has been working with Lord Arkar, who is in charge of the mining operation in Western Isles. They decided to do it on their own without consulting the king. How can they do that? Do you remember last year's tragedy in Etruria? Of course, the next heir, Prince Miladan, suddenly passed away last year. I never had the honor to meet him. I understand that he was very bright. He was a very bright individual. If the prince were alive, Etruria wouldn't be like this. King Mordred couldn't bear the fact that his son had died. The shock was so great that he never completely recovered from it. And today it seems like he's always in a different world and doesn't really pay attention to anything going on around him or in his country. Rorts took advantage of this. Now he's basically in charge of the place. Ever since then, he has kept the three generals, Douglas, Percival, and me, away from the king unless there's a great emergency. What about the time when you came to aid us in Elstia? That event was an exception because Percival worked with me. But now, don't worry yourself. We can return to Lycia when we complete the mission anyway. But may I ask you to take care of Lycia while we are away? Of course. You can leave the Lycia Alliance and also Princess Guinevere to me. Roy, I may not go with you. The battles in these islands are largely to become slugfests. You'll never know what will happen. I think you should hide in Etruria with the protection of General Cecilia. Please trust me, I understand your intentions of suggesting a truce, but I also promised Roy that I would protect you. I'll defend you at all costs. Okay, there we go. You're gonna head out? Have a good rest of your day, Bagcap. Have a good weekend. It's on 11A path, or if going the B path, chapter 13. Ooh, that is something to consider then. So, maybe we will go to 11A. Now, let me look at the... So you're saying... Yeah, there's 11A and 11B. So if we go to 11A... we get an arena. And then this is also, this is chapter 13. Yeah, I think I see another arena, I think. Okay. So, that's... Take advantage of the arena is very useful. And I think we really need to train up other units. Let me look at 11B. Damn, okay. Yeah, you're right. We may go chapter 10A. We may do that. Because if we get access to the arena sooner, then what that means is we can take advantage of training up some units, like, sooner. And then we don't have to bring them in later and train up a different set of weaker units on Chapter 13. And I won't have to worry, I would only have to train, like, 2 or 3 at a time, maybe. We may do Chapter 10A. Okay. We just have X units right now. Poison Axe. If I try to rush up, I can't even get the kill. Poison Crab? A level 19 Fanny. Did she get RNG screwed on her strength, or is this about right? I mean, she has one more level, but let's be honest, it's probably not gonna make that much of a difference. Alright. Let's try giving some EXP to Boy J. We have everyone else on ready to help out. Something like this will work fine. I am not sending Fanny up there. It's way too dangerous. I could get to the shop though. I don't know what I would need, but I can always go to the shop. Well, and we get a killer bow if we take 10A as well. That is useful. 18, 16. If I use Thunder, I can get the kill right now. Something. Let's go for it. I can rescue drop if needed. Damn it. I'm gonna have to rescue drop. I tried. Or what about Sue? Can you just get the kill? You can. Yeah, you know, getting more access to arenas, I think that will help. Oh, I forgot to give you another freaking Iron Lance. Damn it. I'm not gonna start over just for that. I can stand about here. There we go. Keep that fog. Yeah, keep it in range. Sir Scott! Oh, it's Fur. Sorry I had to call you in. What's the noise about? You see, some brigands are attacking this island. People here are in danger. What? I sent some guys over to try to stop them, but the invaders are pretty tough. Their situation doesn't look good. I can't believe it. If only I could go out there, but I can't leave the castle. So Fur, I'm sorry, but yeah, I shall go and drive them off. Thank you. Leave it to me. Take innocent villagers. That's not forgivable. I asked another guy too, so you can work with him. Someone else? Yeah, no man named Shin. Is it Shin or Sin? He looks frail, but he's got a decent shot with his bow. Are you Shin? That's me. I heard the story from Scott. Let's go. What? Did you also join the fight to protect the people living here? No, I have no such interests. Then why? I'm paid to fight. That's all. We gotta keep the conversation going. You're from Sakai, right? Right. What took you all the way out here? It's nothing new. You look like you're from Sakai. You look like you're from Sakai, and you're also here. Well, I'm traveling around the Leap to train myself, and... Oh, you weren't asking about me, were you? Yeah. I'm looking for somebody. Who? My clan lost to Burn when they invaded Sakai. Our clan leader let me escape, and he told me to find and protect his granddaughter. So I left the battlefield and fulfill his request. Hope you find her. Yes. Boss, are you sure? I mean, letting the girl like that fight out there? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Once she's killed, we can get that sword she's carrying. Sword? That weird one she has? There's no ordinary sword. It's the Wa Dao. Or the Wo Dao, my bad. It's a famous katana. If we can get it from her and sell it, it'd be worth a fortune. I see. So that's why you were so generous to her at first. I couldn't make a move until now. But now's a chance. I want you to follow her. When you see a chance, grab the sword from her. Sure thing, boss. Sin. Shin is the old translation, like Fanny, who is Shauna. Wow, Fanny and Shauna. That's a huge difference in translation. Talk to Sin with soon for no. Yeah, I know. I know that. Let's go ahead and just get rid of. I can't do it. Steel sword. I still can't kill. Yeah, let's just try to get rid of some of these guys. Windy is actually Gwydion? Really? How did the original translation team, like, screw this up? And I know it's a fan translation, but still. How did they screw it up that much? Then wait, then... what's Gwendolyn's name? I think when I grabbed this, I grabbed this ROM, or fan translation. I think I just grabbed the first one available. So. I can safely go here. Does it bug you that I'm using a older translation? Fanny. Actually, I can have Fanny rush in and get this. Slam? Yeah, we can use the slam blades. There we go. Find it funny, it's just a bit confusing, it's all. It'd be stupid to get annoyed for something that small as that. It's just, you never know. You never know with purists. And if I'm correct, if you look at stuff like Fire Emblem, like heroes and stuff, they'll use the other translations, like with that, with like Sin and Shannon. So this is just going to be a problem mostly for me. Does anyone else need you? Not really. Saul, I want you over here. Yeah, they're not gonna get close. You know, let's get Noah right here. Can I feed this to you? No, not really. Blue? You can't weaken? Oh, immensely. Again, I'm forgetting to give Lance an Iron Lance. 82 accuracy ain't that bad. I'll take it. Faye has all the up-to-date and official names. Yeah, that's just more of... This is more going to be an issue with me getting used to calling her Fanny instead of Shannon. That's going to be just a me problem. Where's Fur and Shin, though? Or Sin? Aren't they, like, up here? Also, Rooker only needs one more level. That's nice. Roy's just kind of a pack mule. That's kind of normal for him. Fanny... Also, wait, don't pirates show up here? Yeah. Oh. That's gonna be a problem for me, if anything. Mystics. Let's see. I know there's gonna be reinforcements. I'm not seeing them listed, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything listed about reinforcements, but I know there has to be. Let's set you... Yeah, let's just set you here. No more aggro, interesting. Ah, there's an archer. Do it. Alright, if I send Noah up here... If this is the only character that Noah's able to recruit, then there's a good chance that I'm benching him permanently after this. There's a good chance that he's just done. Here. Good resource for GBA Fire Emblem. It's a website called Triangle Attack, which has all the things like reinforcement locations. Right. Okay. What about, like... Okay, let's be honest, there's a lot of different websites for Fire Emblem. There's Fandom, there's Serene's Forest. I'm pretty sure there's probably a couple more that I'm not thinking of. All of them have probably their strengths and weaknesses, honestly. Yeah, I never heard of Triangle Attack as a website. And of course Noah gets hit by the 22% chance of poison. Thank you. Thank you. Or percent chance to get hit, I should say. Of course. Why wouldn't he? You go ahead, attack him again. Try to poison him again. Noah clearly needs one more point of strength. They're all just gaining up on him. Yes, all Noah really does in the grand scheme of things is recruit Fur and be a replacement for any other calves. If they die like in Iron Man. Right. So he's probably done after this. I think we're probably going to be benching him after this. We got 4 turns of poison. I can't really feed that kill to anyone, sadly. Let's get Lance... This is why you need a steel sword. Alright. What can I do? Go for it. Now Sue can go ahead and go here. Grab the kill. Typically use triangle attack for GBA, FE, and the non-fandom Fire Emblem wiki for everything else. Right, that's also another one. It's kind of annoying because fandom is considered a wiki, you know, it's called a wiki. So it gets very confusing that there's multiples. There's multiple wikis. Currently for the maps and info, I just have fandom. It doesn't help that it's the first option, and it's an okay source, so I don't really have a problem using it. But I understand why people don't really care for fandom. Right now, it just kind of gets the job done for what I'm trying to find. Javelin, and we can... you'll... No, it'll be okay. Sure. But yeah, I never heard a triangle attack before. That's the only... I think that's the only one I never heard of. I think you could go ahead and just heal staff. Fanny cannot kill. So, I mean, if I did this, sure, but then we got the problem with the archer. It's not worth it. There's Fur. Oh, great. Okay, someone's dead. I had a feeling she was going to come from the north. I just couldn't remember. Someone's dead. We lucked out. Sue dodged. Oh my god, 3 HP. If he was if he had 1 less point of HP, Noah would have been dead. And we lucked out because Fur missed. And because I leveled up Sue enough from the arena. Fur, it's you! Sir Noah, what are you doing here? And I joined this army a while back. Whoa! What are you doing? Put away your sword! Sir Noah, I thought you were nobler than this. What? Just because you're a mercenary knight, lending your service to pirates, you should be ashamed. Don't play dumb, you're working with a band of pirates to attack the people living in this island. And you call yourself a knight. can I have a sec? I think there's a really big misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? You still insist. We're trying to help the villagers. We're supposed to go and defeat the head of pirate group. I think his name was Scott or something. But what? Scott is the head of the pirate band? If you think I'm lying, why don't you ask the pirate over there? He's right behind you, hiding in the bushes. Pirate? What pirate? Damn, I better go tell the boss. Hey, wait! You didn't suspect at all? No, Scott was very kind to me. Rumors say that he's a very cruel man. My mother used to say that you shouldn't judge people by their looks. That's true, but I was lending my service to pirates. What can I do now? Why don't you come along with us? Would that be okay? We're looking for more people to strengthen our army, and you're not a pre-promote, so we can actually use you. Talk to Roy about it. Thank you. Yeah, he lived on just 1 HP just to see the girl. Okay. Can I send you up here? You can't kill. We can deal damage. Oh, there. That's why I went up here, because I knew he was nearby. Can I have you kill? Yes. Yeah, I know he's close by. And hopefully he can't kill OJ. You know what? I'm gonna have Fanny go here. Lance, can you? We can. Blue, you go right ahead. Level up. HP and skill. Great. Okay, let's take a look at her stats. Strength of 9. Strength of 16. She is level 1, so she could be good. Skill and speed are 13. Luker's is 20. Luck of 7, so her luck is only 2 under. Defense of 4, resist of 2, resist. So potentially Fur could get better. She could get better. I'll probably try to train her up as well. Maybe not this chapter, but at the arena, for sure. Again, it's nice having backups. What's kind of the preference, though? Rutger or Fur? Or is there just enough differences to kind of just... You could go with one or the other? Because it sounds like Boars is the best one for Armor Knights. Not that Armor Knights are that great, but... Speed and res. You need magic. My god, is Soul... What is his MP growth? Okay, I'm curious. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Where are you? Saul. What is your MP growth? You even started at level 5. That didn't help at all either. 40%. Now, granted, he started at level 5, so he only has 15 levels to work on. But, so, let let me do the math very quick. Okay, so 15 levels times 40%, 6. By the end of this, he should have a magic of 10 on average. That is average. Oh, come on! The 8% crit? You gotta be kidding me. Are you kidding me? The 8% crit? That's ridiculous. He would have been fine if it wasn't for that. That's fate being cruel. I know, right? That was just mean. That was just straight up mean. There was no reason for that. That was just unnecessary. So now that I remember where Fur and Sin show up, I can make that work. Thanks to hard mode bonuses isn't bad. Realistically, you can use both. You dumped Rutger for Fur, and it worked for you just fine, and she was incredibly reliable. Okay. That's something I can consider, then. It's possible I may just not have OJ on the team if he's... Or maybe I shouldn't just... feed him a kill here and there, but don't overly rely on him. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I think Scuffbot's here. Yep, let me fix this. This. Did you try turning them off and on again? There we go. Come on. Wait, let me... There we go. Got that fixed. Yeah, it freezes. Dodge tanks go burr. I do like dodge tanks. Honestly, my favorite classes in Fire Emblem that I like to use are, on average, right? I like Myrmidons / sword fighters. I like mercenaries / heroes. Oh, you don't have an iron sword. Shit. And I like my mages. And calves. But calves are really good due to movement, you know? That's more about the movement, but calves are really good. So I think it's like mages, calves, mercenaries, and myrmidons. Those are typically the classes I like to use. Everything else is either... it kind of goes down from there, I think. I like Pegasus Knights, but constantly I get bad strength growths, so they're not as useful. If you get a Pegasus Flyer with good strength, I think they're really good. I think I like them more than calves, but most of the time I don't get good. I don't get good. Purple Crab. Last time I asked you if you had played Thracia, but I think you left by that time. Have you played Thracia? Pegasus Knights are the best. Oh, that's a good point. Wyvern Riders. I like Wyvern Riders. I would put Wyvern Riders up there with the other four. Again, my problem is, with Pegasus Knights, I would put them higher, but I'm constantly getting Pegasus Knights that end up with bad strength. So they're not nearly as useful. And that's just a constant problem I'm seeing. It happens more often than it should. I would say I like Troubadours because of mages, but lately I've been getting bad magic ropes from them. So I like them a lot less. But yeah, Wyvern Riders. I do like Wyvern Riders. They are pretty consistent in how good they are. Yeah, I passed up. No, you have not played Thracia, but you do want to, same with Genealogy. Genealogy was the first game I ever streamed. It was a game that I haven't played before. One of the few Fire Emblem games I hadn't played before at the time. So that's why I wanted to play Genealogy first. I thought it was a good starting point. You know what? I think OJ is just going to get a lot of use in the arena. I think that's just what we're going to do. Thracia is so interesting. It is hard, but in a you got a puzzle to solve type of difficulty, you know? But you know what's interesting that Thracia does? I think some other games might do this, maybe like Path of Radiance, but one thing that Thracia does is that it'll give you these scrolls. And these, if you have these scrolls equipped, they increase your growth rate in certain stats. And you can stack these. You can have multiple scrolls to kind of increase your stat boosts. I take back on the comment of Wyvern Rider. Love Wyvern Riders, but full reclassing isn't a thing. Classic course. Speed. You don't like Wyverns in modern games? I think it's more... Modern games have so many skills to mess around with that there's way better ways to break the game in newer stuff. But anything before probably Awakening, Wyvern Riders are consistently really good. Find it really boring when the best strategy is to make everyone a Wyvern Master. Like it was studied in Three Houses. That is a good point. Yeah, Three Houses is just, oh, make everyone a Wyvern Rider. That just feels lame. I agree to that. Like Wyvern Riders from Awakening and before. Honestly, Awakening, Wyvern Riders were okay. And I think it's anything before Awakening, Wyvern Rider is really good. And I think that's because Awakening really utilized the skill system. And with the skills that you can get, you could just do a lot. There's just a ton you can do with skills. So I think Wyvern Rider ends up being not nearly as good as it could be. But you know what's interesting about Thracia? There's two things I want to bring up. In Thracia, your accuracy can never be at 100%. The highest it will go will be 99. And there's never a 0% chance to hit something. The lowest it can be is 1%. There's always a chance to hit and miss in Thracia. Also, one thing that's really mean, though, that applies to clerics, too. Clerics have a chance to miss their healing. Honestly, that is the most mean thing out of Thracia, is clerics being able to miss. Yeah, let's get Lance. These enemies seem to survive better. Okay. I want... Lance, can we... get... They did kind of bounce in Awakening, but I really like the units who start in Wyvern Liner, like Sharish and her son. Yeah, that's a decent point. Okay, so I know that Sue's gonna show up here in a second. Can we get Deke to just get the kill? Yes. So let's get Sue right here. One, two. If Fur's nearby, then Sue will be targeted, or Sue's out of range. I want Noah close by. Saul can go ahead and heal. Definitely neat. But I don't like that healing can miss. It's not an interesting dynamic, it's just frustrating for the sake of being frustrating. I agree on that one, on healing. But there's the stat boost. But you know what can get boosted through level ups in Thracia? It's the only game to do this. Your movement can be increased through level up. And there is one scroll that can boost the chances. It's very low, but your movement can be boosted through level up. It is insane. Also, thieves are really good in Thracia. In fact, you're going to be using your thieves a lot more than anything else. I have Noah talk. Stupid and silly, but incredibly funny. It's a very low chance. It's a very low chance. Like, I think I looked it up, and how it works is there is one cleric, let's just use Ellen for example, there is one cleric that has a 5% chance of boosting your movement, and there is one cleric that has a 0% chance of boosting movement. Everyone else is somewhere between 1 to 4%, without any extra boosts from scrolls. let's say he's right here, right? Let's say he's right here. He could get right here. He could attack Noah. Let's get Fur out of the way. Let's get Lance here. Block the path. Let's get Fanny over here. There he is. I was gonna say, does he have a long bow? Like, no, okay. We're good. But, okay. So here's the thing, Purple Crab, about Thracia that's very interesting. Then you have to wrap your mind around it because it's it's a different mindset. You barely get money in Thracia. It's very rare that you're given money to work with. So, how are you supposed to buy things if you are barely given money? The answer is, you really don't. You're really not able to buy many things. However, what's interesting is you can capture enemies. It's very annoying to do because you're cutting your damage output in like half. But if you kill them, aka with the capture command, which is very hard to do, you can capture them and then steal all their stuff. Or, if you have a thief, and I believe they need to have a higher con than the weapon, which con is something that can be boosted through level up as well. If they have a higher con than the weapon itself, then thieves can just steal whatever they want too. I could just go ahead and steal Shin's short bow, and then he can't do anything and he'll have to run away. That's something you can do as well. But you want to know what's funny, Purple Crab? On my playthrough of Thracia that I did on stream, again, first playthrough, the thief that I used, he had maxed con, a max of 20. He could steal literally anything that also wasn't a con of a weight of 20. So he could steal almost literally anything. That sounds cool. That's why you want to play Thracia. Yeah, so my thief that I had could steal anything he wanted to. Almost. And not only that, he had the movement of a cav. He had like 8 movement. Like 7 or 8 movement. It was ridiculous. That's the ridiculous bonkers thing you can do in Thracia. And I love it. Okay, we get Shin now, or Sin, I mean. Sue! Shin, what are you doing here? I was looking for you. For me? That was the clan's leader's orders. What happened to our clan after I left? We didn't stand a chance against Bird. What happened after my grandfather, or to my grandfather? He continued to struggle against Bird. I was told by the clan leader to leave and look for you. Will you fight alongside us? With you? We will be helping grandfather because this army is fighting against Burn. Also, this army saved my life earlier. Understood. If that's your plan, then I am at your disposal. Thank you. Okay, I can put you here. Ah, shit. Blue, can we? Yeah, we can get rid of this guy. Also, I was told about the strat. Oh, Scuffbot's here again. I gotta fix that. I was told about a strategy you could do against the final boss in Thracia, like after I won, which it's really funny, but kind of stupid at the same time. So There was one cleric I didn't use in Thracia, but this cleric was, I believe, the only one that can utilize that can utilize the thief staff. It was the only one that could do that. Of course, I didn't use this character, but it turns out if you train this character enough to use the thief staff, maybe you need to get a certain rank and use it a certain amount of times, I forget. This cleric with the thief staff can steal the final boss's weapon. Like, only she can do that. And you can just neuter the final boss that way. It's kind of funny. Now, you're not able to steal the weapon with a thief. I think the weapon might have a con of 20, and even if it doesn't have a con of 20, then being on the throne caused problems as well. But the thief staff can ignore that. 6. We could maybe see. You know what? I'm using the torch staff again. I'm not really going to use this much. Skill, speed, res. Yeah, if you were to ever play Thracia, my biggest tip would be to train a thief early on into con. Really just con. Try to give him the scrolls that boost con. And really utilize your thief and try to steal as many things as possible. After that, honestly, you really utilize those scrolls. But then on top of that, I think there was something else. Actually, that's the main thing. Really utilize the thief. Just try your best to steal as many things as possible. Because you need it. There were many times where I was struggling with lack of inventory. I think Dean will be okay. Yeah, he'll be okay. Down here... Lou's up there, so I can't do anything. You need to play Thracia, which won't happen for a while because you need to get into emulation. Luckily, it's not that complicated. It really isn't. Again, how you think I'm playing this? That also goes the same with genealogy, because you probably would have to emulate to get genealogy going as well. Which I would also highly recommend genealogy. It's a really good game. Honestly, my top 3 Fire Emblem would be not necessarily in this particular order, but genealogy, Thracia, and Path of Radiance. That would be my top 3. I don't think I'm going to use her that much. First of all, I don't want to waste this weapon. Two, we'll train her at the arena. Kind of done. Tellius duology, very nice. Level 18, speed and grass, good. To be honest, I still haven't beaten Radiant Dawn. I just couldn't finish it. I don't know why. I didn't hate it. Maybe I got burnt out. Maybe that's mostly it. I just got burnt out. I think I did, like, Path of Radiance and then immediately jumped into Radiant Dawn, and I probably just got burnt out. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why. Okay. 18. Luke can get the kill. Also, with Tellius, or not Tellius, Radiant Dawn, I wasn't that big of a fan of the structure of the chapters. I didn't really like how it was jumping between different groups. I don't know, like, that just wasn't a structure that I really cared for. This is why I sent Ruker up front. But I do really like Path of Radiance. Maybe it's on the easy side, sure, but I think it's one of my favorites. I like a lot of what Path of Radiance was doing. Sure. I had a feeling there was another one. Alright. Let's go ahead, get rid of the archer. Perfect. There's another guy up here. There he is. Have to be careful. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You know what? Let's get Noah up here. There, that'll help. Now, because I need to go to Sakai, we will be training Sid. But we may save him for the arena, I don't know. Can you get the kill? No, you can't. I know you can. Hey, we can... I wouldn't mind training RJ a little bit. Now I can have Lot rescue Roy. You can go here and Iron Sword. Level up. 7, we got you a little bit of luck. Yeah, you're just gonna get the kill. Just do it. The 8% crit. Nice. And that's what I was worried about. I was worried about another archer. Actually, no, I'm gonna have you head north. I want to buy weapons. I really want to see the new Fire Emblem game. We just haven't gotten any info on it, other than that first trailer. Also, if I remember something about Thracia, I believe if you get hit by a status effect, whether it's sleep or poison, it will stay permanently affected until you use an item or a restore staff of some sort. So status effects are actually more dangerous. It is annoying, but to be honest, it makes it more useful. Because that applies to you as well. 18. Because you can affect the opponent with silence or sleep or poison, and they'll be permanently affected by it. So for the MIA, just got. I'm assuming that you're talking about Monster Hunter? Very nice. I streamed World, like, almost all of last year. I was doing that instead of Final Fantasy XIV. And then once I felt like I was finally done with that game, I wanted another multiplayer game to play, so I picked 14. Which one are you playing? To me, Monster Hunter, like, it took me a while to actually get into the game. Like, I didn't, like, it took me a while to actually get into Monster Hunter. So can we... Roy, can we go ahead and weaken with you? Yes, we can. So you see, when I tried playing Monster Hunter, I first started with 3 Ultimate on the Wii U. I put some time into it. It didn't hit. It didn't click with me. I then picked up 4 Ultimate on 3DS. A friend of mine really wanted to do multiplayer stuff. So that's part of the reason why I picked it up. And, again, it just didn't click with me. A friend gave me a copy of Monster Hunter World on, PlayStation 4. I played a little bit of it. I did say to myself I did enjoy what I played, but then I put the game down, kind of intending to go back to it later, but I just didn't. But then I finally went back to it for stream because I felt like I wanted a multiplayer game, and then that's when finally Monster Hunter kind of clicked for me. It was a long journey. We got the victory music too. That's how you know we're almost done. And Boris really didn't do anything. Again, his movement really didn't help. Okay. If we take the left one, we get in the northwest. We get the killer bow, and we want to go here because 11A has an arena, and I think we should utilize as many arenas as possible. It's kind of funny. I basically ended up going into the same route that I'm going to from my first playthrough, almost unintentionally, but honestly, I kind of have to. I feel like I kind of have to, because if I don't do this, I'm just making things harder. Noah, you're kind of just gonna chill out over here. Killer Axe and Hand Axe. I kind of want to bait him into the Hand Axe. Maybe we could buy you a steal. I actually don't know what's in the shop. And in here we get... we can do whatever we want because they have lots of support. We can't fight against them. A silver sword. That's going into the safe for later. Silver stuff is just too good. What's in the just swords and axes to work with. No bows. Okay, you're done. You can head this way too. You need an iron sword because I gave yours to the other guy. Care to use blades. I'd rather just use regular swords. That's just me, though. Oh, we should buy a hand axe for Lon. We used his up. Okay. Send that to Merlinus. Send this to Merlinus. I think that's good. I like having backups. Reinforcements! There they are. Wonder how long they're gonna last. My freaking fandom is done telling me that. Good job, Roy. Okay, let's see. Can't make it yet. We can The mage. That's the biggest threat here. Rutger, get... work on this guy. Yep. That's what I'm worried about. Then I think you can actually... You should be able to survive against both, so let's get rid of the archer. Level up! HP, speed, and luck. Okay, we got this one over here. You're going to the shop. Same thing. You're going back. Here. Turns out these reinforcements gonna be. Who needs healing? If he gets hit once, he's screwed. He's not dead, but still, it's not a good time. He's going to have a bad time. Let's go ahead and... it doesn't really matter who I get rid of. Some of the hurt. Get my 2 XP out of it. Roy, you better go in here and weaken, I guess. That blocks the path. So we can get her up here. Rutger can go ahead and get this. Yay, victory music. I know there's another one. What are we looking at for damage? We can get the kill. Total we can. Even if Noah gets hit, we'll be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and let Sue get the kill. If I get her the next one, she could get to level 19. Nah, you could just... Wilds. Yeah, this is a franchise. I have not gotten to play Wilds. I hear good things about it, although, from what I hear, it kind of needs, like, the DLC. Like, people have caught up with Wilds very quickly. Although it's been a while since I hear people talk about it. Yeah, well, I haven't gotten to play Wilds for a couple reasons. Or, I kind of wanted to stream it for one, but here's the thing. Ooh, 5% crit. If I was wanting to stream it, I would have had to... it wouldn't have been possible for me. Because I wanted to... Sorry, my PC cannot handle a game that large. And stream at the same time. So that would not have been possible. I'm kind of all over the place. But I have a capture card. But I don't have a PlayStation 5, so that's the reason why I haven't gotten to play Wilds. It's like the combination of those two things. I really don't need... I hear people were complaining that they caught up to all the content in Monster Hunter Wilds, and there just wasn't much to do, like, very quickly. Is there even DLC for it yet? Now if you recommend it on playing PC? Really? Why? Well, here's Rutger's stats. These are the final stats. He has pretty decent strength. And we just got a defense boost, so that's okay. What do you think? How good is this Rutger? 16 strength, 20 skill and speed, 7 luck, 8 defense, 2 res. Okay, we have to go steel. There's the DLC, but it's mostly just outfits. Like, but not the expansion DLC like Iceborne or something. Yeah, that's what I mean. There is an expansion DLC yet, and people are waiting for that. That's a good Rutger? That's nice. Anything noteworthy? Like any stats above or below where they probably could be? Returns to the reinforcement station. Level up. Skill, speed, and res. That's pretty good. This is an okay skill, I think. Also, with bows, doesn't your strength go up with the more skill you have or something? Like, isn't that actually a factor with bows? It's like a combination of strength and skill. Like, I always felt like bows were under a different formula. You need iron sword, probably 2. I'll give you a steel. Not at all? I don't know. Okay. It just always seemed like bows always seem to go up with more skill. The attack power. Actually, you should go and get an iron sword for... Wait. What's his name? More reinforcements. 5% crit. Noah's really putting in the work there. Too bad he's gonna be benched. Eventually. Sadly, Rupert doesn't need training, so... Oh, can we break the Iron Sword? We can. Oh no, the sword broke. Vutka. Go right ahead and grab the kill. 8% kill rate! He wants to prove he doesn't deserve the bench. That is true. Noah's like, I'm better than the bench. I could be a part of the main team. And like, I don't know. Your stats say otherwise. We can compare him with Trek later, but like, we have the tank with Lance, and we have the pure offense with Alan. So it's really a fight between Trek and Noah, and I think Trek is winning. Buy another iron. I have so much money due to the arena grind in Chapter 7. How many turns do these guys last? Can I find anything on the reinforcements? Sadly, this site is not telling me anything about reinforcements, so... Thanks. And I gotta use the steel. We may have to buy him another steel sword. Level up. Strength, skill, speed, and luck. Perfect. Boars can start heading up here. There. Scott's in range. See, Noah's doing a good job. He's weakening enemies' pursuit. Also, now that I think about it. Alright. 1 fire for Lilina. Then 2 for storage. I am gonna set you here. You're still safe. Set you down here. Noah has been hit. We're good. More reinforcements. Going after Lot. It's just like, no, that sword guy's now way too strong. I mean, Lot could use some EXP as well. He's got 1 more level to go. What are your thoughts on axe units? Being enemies so other units can get the EXP is very valuable role. Exactly. But yeah, what are your thoughts about axe units? To be honest, I don't think they're super great. Like a dedicated axe unit like Lot, I don't really... I have 1 on the team, but I don't need more than that. Like, I treat axes as a secondary weapon, so like, when a mercenary becomes a hero, you know, you give them an axe, and that's useful for coverage. but I usually only need like one axe unit, whether it's a pirate or whether it be pirate or fighter of some sort. What to do? You currently have the killer axe equipped. We don't want that. 11 damage. 11 damage ain't that bad, actually. Okay, really use a dedicated unit if I really like the unit, like a Gonzalez, Hector, or Ross, right? I like having one on the team for coverage, but I usually don't need more than one. Part of the problem is, I think, most of the enemies in every Fire Emblem game, you see a lot more Lance units than anything else. So it's nice having someone with an axe, but you don't really need more than one dedicated axe user. There's usually other ways to deal with them as well. Okay, so I can use Lou to severely weaken them, and I think that's my best shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and start attacking from range. Fuck didn't stop you after all, but you gotta be pretty beat up by now, or I'll finish you off. Yeah, whatever you say. Yeah, we'll basically just put him here, have him attack, rescue, drop him. That's probably all we're really going to do. I don't think we're going to do anything else. I don't think we'll need to do anything else. Before I complete the chapter, I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'm going to refill my water. BRB. I am back. Alright. Refill my water. And this way. Again, I'll train Fur in the arena. I think this is what everything I'm going to be doing. I can have Lot go over here, so that way I can heal. Alright. try to give as much EXP as we can. Sue's getting a lot of use out of this. And Noah, for that matter. I may have to give him one of Roy's swords. Just so he has something to fight with. The 8% crit. Thank you, Rutka. Alright. Back to Lou. You go right ahead and continue pelting him with fireballs. Can't do anything about it. It's gonna take a few turns. This would have been a good fight for Lilina, but I wasn't going to take another person to train up. Maybe you go down this way. Jeez, reinforcements are just showing up a lot. Again, maybe I should look at a different site. Because I have no clue how long these reinforcements are going to last. Level up! Noah gets skill, speed, and luck. He only has one more level to go. A couple more turns and Lou's got it. Right, I could have Shin attack, but oh my god, you deal 0 damage. Thanks, Shin. Thank you for that. You are so useful. I may have to stop at the weapon shop again, once again. You need to back up. That's not another kill. Flock can get a single hit in. Thank you. Really? Come on. That was dumb. I mean, we'll keep going as long as the reinforcements keep coming. This also be good EXP for fur. But going after Locke. You still can't double. think we need to lure him out a bit more. Sue is on her way to get the level 20. Still gonna take her a bit. Fireball. Probably talking about another 2 turns. I think I still will let Lou get the kill. Give him a level. It's not like Deke needs it. Just have you go here, down and around, basically. I can't reach, so we'll do that. Oh, good, we're finally done with the reinforcements. I was wondering how long that was going to take. No matter what we do, we're just gonna need weakening, so we can give you the kill, possibly. If your accuracy is good enough. Alright, we'll take it. Might as well. Man, I did not think I was going to give him this much training during this chapter. Kinda sucks that Thunder really only has 1 extra attack point. Kinda sucks. Like, look, power 5, power 6. You could have made Thunder like a power of 7. I mean, if the accuracy is that worse, you might as well power this up a little bit more. I mean, it has a better crit chance, sure, but not by much. It's not worth it. Honestly, I think Thunder probably just needed 1 or 2 more points of power. It's probably about it. It's not like it has weapon effectiveness. I could, but no. 12 HP. You know what does exactly one more point in damage? Thunder. Well, I tried. It's gonna be another probably 2 turns. Freaking accuracy. I just love accuracy. Well, at least Noah's level 18. We need to... have you guys back up. Ruger can stay there. I can't really safely have Fanny go in and give the sword. That guy's gonna stay on the fort until he fully heals. Level up. Strength and luck. Good. Take it. Blue with your fireball. Your better accuracy. Level up! Skill and luck. What? Okay. 2 more levels and his magic of 9? I think you said his average was what? 11? Oh good, you're ready to fight back. Oh wow. You actually hit. Someone was going to. You know, every time you see that little number, you think, ah, they're not gonna hit, and then you just worry for a second, be like, maybe they will. Maybe they will hit twice in a row. Oh, we need a mend. Trade over the iron. Range. Yeah, we'll leave them there. Come on, Lou. You got this. Get out of here. Not even a level up, but you got close. Alright. Now if we could just do something about them. I'm gonna have Sue go and buy another steel sword so we can replace that one. So I'll feed you some XP. Can you use the iron? Yeah, you can get this kill. Weighted down by a steel sword. Maybe we could give Locke this one. Okay. Now Roy is going to start heading up to seize the throne. I don't think Fanny's going to do anything else. Put her in a safe spot. And, yeah. Not much else. I'll go buy that sword. He's gonna stay there for a little bit. I don't know how long he's gonna take, though. Steel sword. There we go. And... okay, I think we're good. He's not ready to move yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, you're going after Ruker, not worth it. It is not worth it to have Ruker get the kill. At least you're in range. And... there we go. Well, we gave OJ a few levels. I'm surprised I actually managed to give him that many kills. And we're done. Look what the enemy was trying to ambush us. They must have known we were coming.
Something must be going on behind the scenes. Clearing out the bandits might be harder than we had expected. Since Burns started the invasion, something's different with the lead. Wonder what's going to happen now. Dragons reappearing, Burns' sudden invasion, a collapse of Lycia Alliance. All these strange things happening at once. Let's see. What do we do? How about moving north along the coast? Towards the mines? I've heard that there are people living on the islands being forced into labor. Let's rescue them first. Also, I hear there's an arena that way. Okay, boy, I see what you're really after. And with that, we are on Chapter 10A. It's not really saying A, but whatever. I'm gonna call it now. Thanks for everyone who showed up. I am doing these streams Monday through Friday at noon Pacific time. If you want to see the old streams that are not on Twitch anymore, they're on YouTube at ScottBot64 Stream Archives. There's a link to the About page. If you are on the YouTube side, maybe consider going to the Twitch side. We have redeems and emblems to mess around with. Or if you want that stuff on the YouTube side, maybe do the typical YouTube stuff, you know, the follow, the likes, and all that. Maybe that will help. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. Next week, we're going to start Chapter 10A. That'll be on Monday. Anyway, I'm just going to call it. Have a good day.